good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to The Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you know that I have a live stream channel called The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below, and we would love to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe chat. But for this pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out an urgent message from Spirit. This is something you need to know, something that maybe you already know but just need clarification or validation on, whatever comes up. If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Say you want to assign one pile to your love life, one pile to your work or career, and another pile to, your personal life or hobbies. However you want to do these readings, it is totally your choice. But once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please remember though, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for those of you who selected group number 1, this is going to be the urgent message you need to know right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start right here in the middle with the card you used to select your pile. This is the Divine Abundance card, and it says here, you were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. So this is really you tapping into that divine abundance within you, especially those of you who have been working on a manifestation or law of attraction type of stuff, or just really leveling yourself up spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. You guys have really been working on yourselves. This is just that reminder from Spirit that you guys have that abundance within, and when you can really start to see your natural gifts and just the love that you have on that soul level starting to shine through, you're really going to start seeing that reflected in the external world through things that you're manifesting, goals that you are reaching and achieving, and just happiness in your life, because divine abundance looks like happiness and joy and higher vibrational kinds of feelings rather than those hard feelings. But with this sensitivity card here, you may have some feelings coming up, but this is actually really good, because the urgent message Spirit wants you to know is that there is something major, something like, I'm not just talking this life, but past lives, that has been affecting you. And to me, it does feel like you tapping into that divine abundance, something that has really been almost holding you back in life, or you feel this kind of elephant in the room, but you're like feeling around, you can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't taste or touch it, but you know it's there, it's there. And it's funny I said elephant in the room, we've got elephants here. so cool. Didn't really notice that till just now, but yes, you guys are going to be tapping into whatever this thing is. And as a result of that, you're bringing even more of these spiritual gifts online, because with this sensitivity card, with Archangel Haniel, it says here, you are extra sensitive to the energies and emotions, right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So to me, sensitivity, in the world, people label these people highly sensitive people or empaths, and a lot of times people look down on them or think, wow, can't they just get over it? Why do they have to feel everything so deeply? No, this is how a lot of us are wired, me included. We just feel on such a deep, almost just soul level. And other people that don't feel that way, they just never will understand. But you guys are really leaning into that and really making that more of a superpower. It's more of a blessing for you guys coming up than a curse, especially with this answered prayers card here with the Unakite. So Unakite might be a really good crystal to work with. Also, we have amethyst here. So 2 great crystals you can be working with and really utilizing those energies to start bringing more divine abundance into your life. And it says here, answered prayers, all your great work has opened the door of divine solutions and support. There's that word again, divine. Divine. This is not 3D, earth energy. Not to say there's anything wrong with earth energy, but it's like you are maybe even getting grounded with all this green here, getting out in nature, connecting to the earth, to then really connect to the divine. Because the untainted earth, as in nature and the vibration of Gaia or Mother Earth, that is divine. This matrix that we participate in, societies, systems that are in place, that's the illusion. That's what's not real. That is what is, putting a lot of us in this lack mentality. But when you can connect to nature, it's like your prayers and the blessings that you've been looking for or reaching for are going to start coming into your life. And many of you are going to really have, like with this sensitivity card, heightened intuition as well. Listen to your intuition. If there is something that you know is best for you, or something that's not happening in your life that you're trying to push through, maybe check in, go into meditation, or ask your intuition, your higher self, why isn't this working? I know something specific, say something you're trying to manifest. Say you're trying to, move across the country, for an example. And you know it's best for you. You know you're meant to be in another city or another country or another place. But nothing's really working out. I just heard divine timing. So there is that word again with the divine. So maybe your person timing, your ego timing, is just slightly ahead of actual divine timing. So listen to your intuition, because it will not steer you wrong. It's just timelines are such a weird thing. They are collapsing at a pretty crazy rate or merging. There's always something going on with timelines. So if you hear a timeline and then that time passes and that thing hasn't happened, don't beat yourself up, don't give up, don't think, well, this didn't work because it didn't happen when so-and-so said it would or my intuition said it would. Be graceful, give yourself some grace through this, because your intuition is tapped into something beyond time. So remind yourself of that as well. So then here with the amethyst, it says, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you will feel loved for who you truly are. And this is you overcoming this obstacle and this block. For many of you, this is those false masks that we all put on to appease our parents, our authority figures, our friends, our family members, just people in our lives. We try to be a version of ourselves that we think they would approve of or would really love better than the authentic or true version of ourselves. And many people on this planet don't even know the true or authentic version of themselves. They are so, just immersed in all the false masks that they put on through, programming and trying to fit in and all of that, that maybe even just since a young child, they don't really know. But you guys are kind of separating yourselves from the crowd. I think many of you already have. You've already, for a long time, have known, I'm not like everyone else. I'm different. I'm just me. And you guys have known that for a long time. But it's like you're really leaning into that even more than you did even before. And the more you lean into being your true authentic self, the more this abundance is just going to come rolling into your life. So what I was saying also about that divine timing and things not working right when you would like them to, with this not the right time card, this is just saying there are still, Spirit's now showing me like this tapestry, and it's not finished. It's not just a tapestry you can go hang on your wall or put down as a rug. This is something still being woven. I'm seeing like all these little ghost hands like weaving the ends in, like there's still work being done on timelines or specific situations or relationships in your life that are not completely set in stone yet, that are really, behind the scenes, things are going on. So just know that you are doing your part, and do as much of your part as you know you need to do that, and then have faith and trust that things are working out, and that tapestry being woven behind the scenes is actually working out. And I love that we saved this one for last with Unfinished Symphony here, because yes, that tapestry to me does represent this unfinished symphony. There's still notes left to be played or chords yet to be written into the magnum opus of your life, basically. So you guys really are honing your skills, really doing some shadow work to tap into what is this quote-unquote elephant in the room we were talking about earlier, to bring that shadow aspect of yourself online as an ally rather than an opponent. And as a result, you're going to be able to finish this symphony, you and Spirit as well, co-creating your reality. You're going to be able to finish this, and it's going to be something you're really proud of. Your life, this is the urgent message you need to know, is that thing you've been working on or struggling to overcome, you're going to be able to do it. That's what this means for you. It's just maybe not the right time quite yet, but keep putting in that effort, keep holding that faith and vibration of, yes, this will work for me, and listen to your intuition, because your intuition will not steer you wrong. And on this unfinished symphony, we have the number 10 here. That is a 1. That adds up to a 1. So you have closed out, or are very soon closing out, this old cycle of lack, or feeling like you need to surmount this, just heavy burden in your life. You're going to be able to do that and then have a fresh new beginning, to where you start yet another symphony, something where you're manifesting something completely new. So this was such a fun reading, you guys. This was the urgent message Spirit had for you today. I hope it resonated. I always love to hear from you guys, so feel free to leave your stories and anything you want to share below. I always love to read your comments and just hang out with you guys. I feel like it's a big love fest every time I join my comment section. It's such a high vibe place, and I love you guys so much. But thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, the Den Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below. Alright, bye! Alright, for those of you who selected pile number 2, this is going to be your urgent message from Spirit. Alright, so we're going to start right here in the middle. This is the card you use to select your pile. This is the self-love card. So it says here, let the wall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child, I long to take care of myself like never before. So self-love really is a union of who you are, who you used to be, and then that inner child, maybe even past life versions of yourself, future versions of yourself. Self-love is a unity of all of those, is what Spirit's just now telling me. I did not know that. I love that things come through that even surprise me. So that's a fun little, I guess, nod to what self-love really is just a unification of all the different versions of yourself. Past, present, future, yet to be determined, all of the above. But this is such a great card to get, because you guys really are learning more to love yourself, especially those of you who have struggled with the self-love department or self-care department. You guys are coming to this realization that why am I not loving myself? Why am I beating myself up? Why am I listening to other people? Or why am I, listening to this advertisement that tells me I'm not good enough or not pretty enough? And you're not listening to that noise anymore, because we have here the lapis lazuli card. It says here, life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So big blessed changes are coming. And to me, this life-changing epiphany really does have to do, it's very internal, but as I say, as within, so without. So what you get going on the inside, you're going to start experiencing on the outside. But this epiphany really has to do with your, how you take care of yourself, how you show up in the world, how you express yourself, how you utilize your spiritual gifts. All of these things are really going to start getting heightened for you, because with this moonstone, it says heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, as it is trustworthy. So you guys are really, with this self-love also comes a deeper tap into that intuition and other spiritual gifts that you have. You're really strengthening your connection to those gifts, because when you can love yourself unconditionally and really take care of yourself, really nurture your inner child, this puts you in alignment with your higher self, which, we always have access to our higher self. It's just that many of us forgot that, or we don't feel that connection. But the more you practice, the more you feel and tune into that beautiful divine center within you, the more you're going to bring on the self-love, then the more you're going to be tapped into your intuition and other gifts, and the more you're just going to be like a more self-realized, self-actualized person. More enlightenment coming to you, so to speak. So the urgent message is to tune into yourself. Really do that self-love, that self-care, because it is bringing you some really good things. Because look, we've got the success card. So anything you've really been trying to manifest, manifestation was a really big theme in group 1. So if you really do have something you want to manifest, maybe there is a message for you in group 1. But success, you're going to be successful with overcoming some things in your life that have kind of felt like they were holding you back, or you felt like you were the one holding yourself back. Because Spirit's telling me, even if you felt on the outside like, oh, this person held me back, or this job held me back, or whatever, Spirit's saying really your external really is just a reflection of your internal. And I did mention that also in group 1. So there is a mirroring going on between you and group 1 already, but I do see that once you overcome some of these inner obstacles, you're going to start seeing green lights out in the world. Because as within, so without. Mentioned that in group 1 as well. So it's like I'm just parroting what I said in group 1, but there's a deeper self-love meaning here than we had in group 1. But group 1 was also really tuning into their spiritual gifts as well. So wow, such parallels with you guys. But yes, this is the success that you've been waiting for. It's coming. So that urgent message from Spirit is that you are going to be able to succeed in, even if it's just an idea you had yesterday or earlier today or 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. Even if you haven't taken action on it yet, start taking action. We also have the Clean It Up card. So the number 21 here adds up to a 3. So this is kind of a closure of something where you're ready to be done with one thing and start something new as well. 3s are collaborative, so you may have some other people helping you. Maybe you're literally cleaning up something, like a home or something. I'm seeing here in 2 weeks from now, I'm actually going to be in my hometown, and my grandma, she passed away in October of 2020. And I'm filming this in July of 2021. So, and we have a 21 here. Interesting. But we had, when she passed away, you know, she left her estate and everything to her 2 daughters who are still alive. Her son passed before she did. But now the family, now that it's out of probate, we are all going to go in and clean house, clean everything up, and decide, you know, who gets what needs to stay, what needs to go, what needs to be donated, what needs to be thrown away. So literally, I am going to be helping in a collaborative effort to clean up my grandma's home. So maybe you're doing something very similar. Maybe this is just you cleaning up your habits, cleaning up your thought process, your lifestyle, your friends list. Just you're wanting to clear the air, clear the old energy, clear the things that are no longer serving you. Could be relationships, could be just habits or just ways of operating that just don't serve you anymore. Maybe you're done spending your evenings watching Netflix and instead you went and got a library card and now you're going to read at night and really enhance your knowledge base or something like that. But you guys are, Spirit's really saying it's important. If you are trying to overcome some sort of addiction or habit, it's important to replace it with something healthy rather than to try to just clear that habit away completely. Replace that habit with something that actually is going to benefit you, that is healthy, so that you don't feel like you're losing something, you're actually gaining something. That's going to be a very important message for somebody. Somebody needed to hear that. But we have here also all is well with Archangel Jeremiel. Everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So you have the success card here. But what Spirit's showing me is maybe things aren't working out exactly the way you had desired or that you had envisioned, but this is one thing with manifestation. We don't need to worry about how things are working out. We are just worried or concerned. I won't say worried because that gives it a negative connotation, but our job basically is to decide what we want and put our intention into it, and then Spirit and the universe will worry about the how and the when and the why and all of that, you know. Or you worry about, Spirit will worry about the how and the when. You worry about the what and the why, Spirit will worry about the what and the when. Or the how and the when. I'm confusing myself, Spirit. Thank you so much for that. But yes, no matter what though, you are seeing a success. And if you can remind yourself in every moment that everything has happened exactly as your soul has laid out, because nothing can happen to you. And I know this can get into some controversial territory. Someone's like, well, I was kidnapped and almost killed, and you're saying I signed up for this? How dare you? We do have free will here, so I mean, we can go rogue a little bit, I guess, but as far as our soul contracts, many of our major milestones in life, just in my own checking in with why did this happen? Was this meant to happen? And looking back on even just the most horrendous things that have happened in my life, I can see how they have served me to grow from those lessons or those instances or those situations or losses of relationships, or, you know, a really big thing that happened in my, when I was 13, my house burned down. I mean, that was such a devastating blow. And then we had to live in our car for 8 months, and just, it was just horrendous. It was very hard. And I look back and I probably wouldn't want to go through all that again, but I'm glad I did, because I'm who I am today because I went through that. And I think you guys are going to be seeing even things that come up in the future before you're even through the muck of whatever's going on. You're already going to start seeing kind of that silver lining or the better parts of what is going on here behind the scenes, why this is happening and how it's actually going to serve you in the future and even in the present moment. but also by remaining positive. You guys really are tapping more into this glass half full mentality. That is one of the urgent messages Spirit wants you to really know. Especially with this self-love message is kind of the theme of what you guys have going on here. Remaining positive is really going to be kind of that vehicle that is going to serve you in attaining self-love, attaining anything you're trying to manifest, the success, cleaning up your old habits, your old wounds and traumas, and your literal physical house, if that's what you're trying to accomplish. I even see someone I'm seeing like Spirit's showing me almost like a junkyard with like overgrown grass and like an old shed and old vehicles, even an old clothesline. I'm seeing, it's interesting, but Spirit's really showing me that someone may literally be trying to clean up like a yard, but to me there's a lot of stuff in this yard. Like maybe you purchased a property and you're seeing like a lot of junk vehicles and just forgotten bricks and fencing and piles of wood and just stuff that you're like, what? Why did these people hold on to this? Or maybe you're the one that held on to it and you're like, why did I hold on to all this stuff? And now is the time. You're ready to let some stuff go because you're closing out that cycle and ready to collaborate with others. Maybe this is just you collaborating with Spirit, really getting on the same team with Spirit, collaborating with your inner child to really take that inner child by the hand and bring them along for the ride, because that inner child has some amazing insight, amazing imagination, and that inner child is very tuned into the other side. What an amazing urgent message. You guys are succeeding. You're winning. Again, not everything is going to look exactly as you wished and envisioned forever and ever and ever, but you will look back and say, wow, I'm actually glad it happened that way rather than the way I was trying to make it happen, because, man, it just makes so much more sense this way. But Spirit always has that higher perspective than we do. Our higher selves always has that higher perspective, hence called higher self, than we do. We can't sometimes see the forest for the trees when we're lost in the details of the minutia of the 3D reality. But as you start stepping out of that matrix of that 3D reality and start stepping into higher consciousness, fifth dimensional or new earth or Christ consciousness, wow, you can really see the forest for the trees from that eagle eye view, and that's really what I see for you guys. So, and Spirit's, before we leave, Spirit's also pointing out to look up, I just said eagle, bald eagle especially. If you can look into the symbolism of a bald eagle, there may be additional messages regarding your self-love, your self-care, your spirituality with the animal totem of the bald eagle and also of the elk. Those are two spirit animals or animal totems that I want you to go as you're going about your day for homework. Go look those up. Maybe even after this video, go look those up and see what additional messages the elk and the bald eagle have for you today. All right, that is all I'm seeing for you, group 2. But I love you guys so much, and I just want to say, go ahead and share any stories you want, or I just love to hear from you guys. So even if you just want to say hi in the comments, say hi. I try to answer back as many comments as I can, but pushing almost 16.5K now, it's getting harder to do. But when I do post the video, that's your best bet to get me online, so to speak. But I love you guys. I just want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Den Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Den Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below, and I hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe chat. We have such a fun time over there. All right, bye. All right, for those of you who selected group number 3, this is going to be your urgent message from Spirit. I am seeing a lot of blue and a lot of purple for you guys. Very, very much higher chakra energy going on, coming online for you guys. But here, we're going to start right in the middle with this change card. This is the card you used to select your pile, so there's some changes coming to your life. Get ready, buckle up, because it's going to be exciting. Thrills and spills and roller coaster rides is what I'm hearing, but in a good way. Like, in such a good way, because you're leveling up is what I'm hearing. But this card here says, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. So many of you are realizing, I can't have my hands in all these different cookie jars hoping to make all these things happen in my life and try to control every single little thing. You are releasing some of the control and just kind of going with the flow. This is not to say you're fatalistically surrendering. There's a difference between surrender and that fatalistic kind of surrender, because the fatalistic surrender has that victimhood written all over it. I'm throwing my hands up, fine, I give up, just throw me and do whatever you want with me, universe, I don't care anymore. That's that fatalistic surrender. But surrender surrender or going into the flow is you can still have your intentions and then flow with what is actually happening. But you will come to find out when you actually set intentions, intending and then taking action in the direction of these intentions that you have set, you're going to see that the flow of the universe actually works with you rather than against you. So that might be one of these life-changing epiphanies that you guys are coming to realize. But as a result of all this change coming in, it's kind of coming in like a clean sweep, really ready to clean house on habits, on maybe even your actual cleaning in your home or organizing in your home. We did have a clean it up card in group 2, so you may have been also drawn to group 2. But one of the big changes for you may even be changing homes, changing vehicles, changing jobs, relationships. These are, life-changing milestones. But to me, these feel very like you're the one initiating these changes, or the changes that are being initiated in your life, you're here for it, you're ready for it, and you're excited. Not to say it's going to be easy, because even the changes we're ready for aren't always easy. There's hidden little road bumps, like say if you're moving across country, which we use that example in group 1. But if you're moving across country, maybe the moving van breaks down and you're like, why? But there's always little hidden blessings within everything that happens, because maybe because your moving van broke down or whatever, you go have lunch and then you find a cool crystal shop and you are called to a specific crystal that becomes one of your best friends, something like that. Like you just never know the adventure that life has in store for you. But when you can open up and stop trying to control everything, you can see the magic underlying everything that happens. And with this smoky quartz here, smoky quartz and clear quartz, if you pair these two up, what an amplified energy to really create some beautiful change in your life. So these might be two really great stones, and very inexpensive stones, I might add, that you can work with to really amplify the energy and create the changes you want in your life especially. But with this smoky quartz card, it says clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. So especially if you're having some rocky changes going on in your life, that you're here for the change, but maybe just not quite how the changes are working out, holding that smoky quartz will kind of help you rise above the negativity, or see kind of the glass half full kind of energy surrounding what's going on with you and in your surroundings and with other people. But it's really going to help you clear or overcome any negativity you're going through. And also with the clear quartz, let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feeling is sending you an important message of guidance. So you guys, allowing yourself, when you're feeling, moving van example, it breaks down. You're, of course, feeling very frustrated because you probably have a timeline where you're like, we want to get across country in 3 days. And man, if the mechanic, it's after 5, the mechanic's shop is closed, the things broke down on the side of the road, we're hungry, the kids are screaming, whatever the case may be. And you can go down that road of why can't this just work out? Why? And trying to resist what's actually happening. It's happened. And from there, the control you do have is how you're going to react to it. If you're going to react to it negatively, it's almost going to be like this downward spiral of more negative things happening, and more negative, and more negative, and more negative. But Spirit's really showing me, this van breaks down, and you step out of the vehicle like, okay, well, the hood's smoking, what's happening here? And you step out, and the first thing you see at your feet is a heart-shaped rock. And you pick the rock up like, wow, okay, this is happening for a reason. Thank you, Spirit, for directing my life in the way it needs to go. I trust that you know better than I do. You pick up your heart-shaped rock, you look at it, you feel the energy of it, and you're like, okay, all right, let's see what's going on under this hood. And you feel empowered almost. So staying out of that negativity is really going to help these changes really, it's almost like you're not trying to fight against the current of the river is really what Spirit's showing me. But any emotions that you do feel, don't try to spiritually bypass them. Don't try to say, I'm not angry right now. Love and light. No. If you really are angry that your moving van broke down, I apologize for my dog. If you are angry in that moment, just allow yourself to feel that anger. Let it flow right through you, down through your feet, down out through your fingertips. Just breathe it out like black smoke. Allow yourself to feel it, but don't stay stuck in it. That's really what Spirit's trying to show with this clearing negativity card. So also, we have the situation will improve. So things are changing for the better. So even if on the surface these changes happening for you, the urgent message Spirit wants you to know is that I'm so excited though, you guys. These changes are happening to improve your situation, to improve your life, to really help you tap into your own inner sense of strength and power. Because look right here in the middle, we've got Yang and courage. Yang is that masculine, divine masculine energy, ready to take charge, take action in the direction of your intentions, what you're wanting to manifest in this life. You're taking action. And to back that up, you have that solar plexus energy here with Archangel Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Courage. And maybe some of you, the changes you're looking to make is just really, with all that blue we're seeing here, is to really work on that throat chakra so that you can tell people in your life, I'm sick of being walked all over. These are my boundaries. Leave me alone. This is what I'm doing. I don't care if you like it or not. And just speaking out for yourself, standing up for yourself. That could be a major theme for some of you. But the other half of you, this is just taking, maybe you have an easy enough time telling people what's going on, but maybe you can't tell yourself what it is you actually want, and having the courage to face your own shadow, your own inner demons, to overcome those, to clear that negativity, then you can make those changes in your life. For some of you, with this recovery card here, this looks like you guys overcoming addiction. And because, recovery and change, you will be able to overcome these addictions, because look, the situation's improving. It's not getting worse, it's getting better. You're clearing the negativity of the addiction. You're letting yourself feel the emotions that these addictions you may have had have clouded or covered up for you, and let it so that you could really feel like, I don't have to deal with that because my alcohol or my drugs or my sex or my scrolling addiction on my phone, or whatever the addiction is. I mean, it can look many different ways. Food addiction. Whatever this addiction could be. It could just be a simple bad habit. It doesn't have to be an extreme addiction, but for some of you it could be. And we're general readings, so we're covering all the gamuts of what's going on here. But there is a recovery. Some of you, this is recovery of health. You're recovering. You're gaining the courage to stand up for your own health, speaking out and taking action to take your health back into your own hands. And you guys will be able to clear anything negative spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, that is holding you back from having that health. Because again, improving. The situation is improving. So if you're wanting to improve your looks, your health, your addictions, just having a glow up, tapping more into your spiritual gifts, anything it is you guys are trying to actually change in your life, you're changing it for the better, or these changes are taking place for the better, for you to be able to take better action, be the main character, the one in control. I won't say like total control, because you're releasing that need to control, but as you release the need to control, you're going to realize you actually do have more control than you did when you were trying to control everything, which is such a catch-22, but you're going to discover that. And it's really helping you light up that solar plexus area. So I'm seeing your solar plexus, which is that yellow energy center in your kind of gut or your abdomen. And then I'm seeing really highlighted also that throat chakra, which is kind of this more tealy colored blue energy. I'm also seeing third eye, which is this more indigo colored energy, and then crown, which is that beautiful violet energy. You guys really are bringing it all online. And also the heart, we've got some green going on. Oh, my ears are ringing now. So heart's very important as well. Thank you for letting us know that, Spirit. So basically from the yellow of the solar plexus all the way up, it seems to me you guys have the root and the sacral pretty well balanced right now. It's just once you can get that solar plexus and throat especially in balance, it's like the chain of colors are just going to light up really beautifully for you guys. So maybe some homework, just working on some chakra stuff. I didn't do this in any other pile, but let me grab my chakra love cards. We'll pull a few if there's any additional messages chakra-wise that you guys need to know, any energies you need to tap into. We'll probably just grab 3 of these, so you guys get an extra little treat. Okay, this one definitely wants out, so does this one. Woo! So do these 2, so we're taking 4. We're taking 4. Okay, so 3 of the chakras we had mentioned are really standing out. So truth. So for some of you, we'd mentioned speaking that truth, right? Speak from your heart. There's that heart coming in, right? It is the only thing worth listening to. So you're listening to your own truth, your own heart. We also have the crown chakra with blue lace agate. Oh, this is also turquoise. So the turquoise stone, blue lace agate. We'll get into these other ones as well. Smoky quartz, clear quartz. These are all great crystals to work with. So divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. So you really are seeing that sense of divine or inner courage. When you look in the mirror, you're going to start really seeing more of your higher self rather than just your body when you look in the mirror. Also with that heart chakra energy, we've got malachite. Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. So forgiving yourself, forgiving others. It's really going to help you move forward. And also grounding. So the root chakra, red jasper. So grounding, sink your roots deep, connect them to the earth, the heart of the earth. There's the word heart again. So you're connecting to the heart of the earth. And when you can do that, maybe some changes you guys are making is wanting to get more connected to nature. Get out more in nature, get grounded. Maybe you are looking for ways to ground yourself, maybe even through crystals, getting more grounding crystals. You guys have a lot of good crystals going on here, so things are improving. Things are really improving. You are coming to realize that you have more power than you realized you had with this courage here. As you really expand and heal that solar plexus area, that yellow energy center within you, you're going to come to find out you have more self-esteem, more courage to make your dreams a reality, more courage to stand up or speak for yourself, really utilizing that throat chakra, and also tapping into the heart chakra and the crown chakra. Just really all the chakras we've covered, except the sacral chakra didn't really pop up. So maybe you guys really have that on and popping already, but just overall chakra energy work would really benefit you guys. So that is the urgent message Spirit wanted you to know today, but these changes are coming and they are going to improve your life and it's going to be so much better. You're going to be recovering from the past, from addictions, from things that have held you back. You're overcoming them, you're mounting them, and you're taking action in the direction of what it is you intend to actually create in your life. Yay! You guys are awesome. Thanks again, Pile 3. You'll have to let me know below what you thought, if it resonated. If you feel special that we got to draw some extra cards for you guys because you're that awesome. I love you guys. You will have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative and also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. Link for that channel is in the description below, and we would love to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe chat. I love you guys so much, and have a good one. Bye!